This is from Death of the Dream Pedlar. As I said, the book is narrated by 25-year-old former teenage runaway Eve, and this is where we meet her. Sometimes I leave my house for the pleasure of returning. It can be wonderfully calming to wander pennilessly down Upper Street, window shop in the chic, shabby antique stalls of Camden Passage, and generally bum around the quiet side streets for a bit. But it's even better to plod back down Holloway Road and enter the welcoming retreat that is Standard Tandoori. The name doesn't do it justice. It's not just an Indian takeaway where drunk men are beached as they flow towards Archway. It's the place where I hang my hats. It's home. I open the door and step inside, savouring the dark dustiness of the hallway after the overbright chilliness outside. I take a deep breath and enjoy the smell of cooking. Some people might find it overpowering, but to me, coriander equals safety. There's an interesting mixture of junk and bills carpeting the entrance, much of it addressed to people that don't live here anymore. Many of them were people who hurried out without forwarding their addresses, the people who never wanted to be found. Wherever they are now, they are unaffected by the increasingly angry letters, written in increasingly red ink, that join the adverts for cleaning services, kebab shops, Chinese takeaways, and cheekily, are for curry houses. I spot my name on a neat little envelope. It's lying on the entry carpet, plain and white, distinct from the colours of the other post that covers the floor. I pick it up and look hard. The envelope has a black border, and my details are printed in some font disguising itself as handwriting. Flipping it over, I see the return address. I'm going to need fortification to read this letter. I put it in my coat pocket and huff up the 3 flights of stairs to the top of the house. Then I grab the pole from whichever corner I left it in last, hook the hatch open, and let the ladder fall down. Climbing the ladder, I emerge into what had been described as a cosy and contemporary studio. Most of the room is taken up by a single bed. I think it might have even been a toddler's bed, because there's a pine safety rail, and the only way to sleep is to curl up like a kidney bin. Under the bed are a few wicker baskets filled with the odds and ends I've collected, as well as the clothes I can't hang up. And a rail on wheels manages the clothes I can. There are some hobs, a play fridge at the end of the room, and a temperamental shower behind a permanent temporary partition built from the finest cheap fibreboard. In a room like this, the bed is more than just a bed. It's a sofa, a retreat, and a desk, and it's where I throw the letter before slipping into something more comfortable. I've gone for a pair of pantaloons with rainbow stripes, and a loose flowing Chinesey gown in red that clashes with my hair. Many of my clothes come from when I first came to London and lived a few years on an actor-manager's sofa. It was the perfect arrangement between a teenage runaway and a man terrified of doing the dishes. He gave me a lot of old costumes. I think this leisure wear has its origins in a production of Aladdin. Very cosy but no pockets. I wonder where he kept the lamp. Somewhere in the cupboard under the hob, I have a miniature bottle of gin that I saved for an occasion just like this. It's tucked behind a bag of pasta spirals and a tin of dog food left by a previous tenant. I twiddle the tiny top, throw the splash of gin down my throat. The little envelope sits menacingly on my bed. All of a sudden, my room seems too small. There's not enough room for the both of us. That return address was from Cockthorne, a lovely little village in Sussex. The letter is from my mum.